Hi everybody! I'm just checking to make sure we're on the right camera today. So let me make sure. Looks like we're good. Yay! It's always a good thing when technology works. Yay! Anyway, welcome back. My goodness, how long has it been now? I don't know, 48 hours?
Well,
Something like that. Well, what?
46 hours.
46 hours because
Oh,
we went until
yes.
after 9, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, wow, it actually feels good to be back. I got to play in studio again today. We've been so busy. It's been really good. So hello to everybody. I know we saw Alan was telling me, I can't see everybody's names anymore because the setup is so different. So Alan was letting me know that, who was here and stuff. So that's kind of cool. So thank you so much again for joining us. I do want to mention the slimline envelope die on HSN. That sold out. It actually sold out before we even went on HSN, I think. And so good news, we're actually sending more. They've ordered more. They're going to have them very, very soon. So that's pretty cool. So if you missed out on it, or if yours got canceled, because I did see where a couple of them got canceled, it will be out there again. I don't know exactly how long. It may be like it might be maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks or something like that before they get it. So I will try and keep checking and try and alert everybody when it's back up on their website. So anyway, if it's not, I mean, I don't know. They may have actually, did they put it on their website? Sometimes I see they'll put it on there and it'll say like the extended ship or something, extended shipping or something like that. So I don't know if they did that with it or not. So that could be interesting. I probably should have checked that. But anyway, so today I thought it would be fun. I wanted to work with something from the February collection because I've missed it. And I also wanted to work with the Pretty Playful Slimline die, which we just had on HSN. So I thought, let's see if I can combine those and come up with something that looks great. Because I always like to mix things from collections and stuff, and I think that's fun. And so I know that a lot of you guys are starting to actually get your Pretty Playful Slimline dies already. They're already starting to arrive. So I thought that would be fun to work with something that some of you are already getting too. So we're going to do that. Actually, how do I can't switch the camera. I got to switch that over. All right. New setup. Oh, do you like my new glass board? Thank you, Stephanie, if you're here. Is Stephanie out there? Did you see her? She's the one who kind of told me about these. You can do a custom board. So you can't really see the whole thing here. Let me see if I can move this because it's actually quite beautiful and quite heavy. So I don't know if I can move it. Oh, let's go like that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You get to design them. So I designed this one with flowers. I think it's super pretty. And then I actually have our logo up here in the corner. But we've got it zoomed in. We have everything zoomed in so you guys can see while we do this. So you're not going to be able to see the entire board. But that's not the big thing for tonight anyway. So anyway, so we're going to be working with the Pretty Playful Slimline die. And what else are we going to be doing? Oh, I also wanted to pull in. This was what I wanted to pull to use from the February collection is the Happy Egg Hunt because Easter is on its way. So I thought, what fun would it be to do these? Now, these are not necessarily just for Easter. We have sentiments in here. This one says, gray hair, don't care. I actually thought about using that one today. Of course, I did color my roots now,
Yeah,
so but it would have been really cute. And then we have welcome little one in case you want to use this for, for like a baby shower or something because these cute little bunnies and the chicks would be perfect for that. You can use it for birthdays. I love this one. It says for Peep's sake. How sweet is that? Cool chicks. I mean, they're just so cute. These little bunnies are just the cutest little things. I love them. This is a 4x6 set. And over here on the back, we've got the colored images like we always do. It really lets you see very clearly what all the characters look like, but it also gives you an idea of how you can color them. So that's pretty cool. I love those. We've also got coordinating dies, and I'm told that we just sold out of these. Alan's like, seriously, again, you're using something that we don't have in stock. So it is temporarily sold out, so we will be restocking these. They're on the way. We just don't have them yet. So anyway, it's 12 dies. What?
Retailers.
Oh gosh, that's right. Yes, yes, he's right. The reason they're sold out is because you're going to find them at retail stores everywhere. So go to our store locator on our website You're going to find a lot of retailers out there that are carrying a lot of our products. And then you're going to find that under the About Us tab up, across the top of the website. And so get your stamps and your dies there. All right, you will find them there. We're sold out, but you can still get them elsewhere. And of course, on the back, we map out exactly where you're going to, place each of the dies on each of the stamps. Because sometimes that can get a little confusing, especially like in this example here, we've got 3 of these little chicks. And so when you have those dies in your hand, especially when they start turning around, I mean, really, would you know that that was a chick? Would you know that was a chick? It's sometimes you can't even tell exactly which direction it goes. Is that the top of his head or is that the top of his head? So when you flip this over, you can see the actual shape of each die and how it fits around each of the stamps. So that really, really is useful to have that there. I actually use it all the time, and I'm probably more familiar with these images than anybody. So if I have to use it from time to time, I'm certain that other people do. So a couple other things I thought I would play with. I don't know exactly which ones are going to work, how this is going to work, but I thought I really wanted to work with these. I've wanted for so long to have an alpha set in our product lineup. And so in this February collection, we have the Sophie alphas. So we have uppercase and lowercase. These are the stamps. They're sold separately so that, it makes it much more feasible to purchase and to select exactly, which items you want. So you don't get everything if you don't want everything, but you can pick and choose what you want, which is really nice. Excuse me. We also have the dies, uppercase and lowercase, for each of those. You can mix and match between the uppercase and lowercase. I will tell you this. Now, while you can stamp with the stamps and then cut that image out with the dies, it's not going to leave that little bit of white around the outside of the letter. The dies are the exact same size as the stamps. So, it's probably not the way I would do it. I think, if you want to stamp, use the stamps. If you want to cut with the dies, then cut, colored cardstock with the dies. It would not be my preference to use them together, but if that's what you want to do, you certainly can. It's completely up to you. So let's see. Let me move these over here. I don't know which ones I'm going to end up using. I don't know if it's going to be the stamps or the dies. We're going to see how this turns out. One thing I pulled in from my stash was actually this die, and this is one of the 3 dies that's part of the In the Grass die set. We really need to get one of these die sets here in studio, Alan, because all I have are my dies. I lost my packaging for them. Okay. I don't know where it is, so I need to have one so I can show everybody. But this one is actually the hill. The die set has a hill, it has a valley, and it has a flat plane, so I'm going to use the hill. So let me see. I'm going to show you some of the stuff. Here's my little goodie bag, but I don't want to show you everything that I'm going to do yet. Because I want to keep it, we have to keep a little mystery in our relationship, right? Here we go. Let me pull these out of here. All right, and then the rest of this we're going to set aside. So what do I have here? Hum, 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 hum. I've got little bunnies, and I did a really quick color on them. I stamped most of the images, I think. I have these little bunnies, and I have them just colored in gray because I wanted them to be white bunnies. I thought they'd be really cute. And I did use cool grays. I used Copics 0, 1, and 3 on them. So there's my little bunnies. I like them in white. I have each of the little chicks. Let's put these down here so you can see. Each of the little chicks. I've already gone ahead and colored them. And then I have the eggs, of course. And then that little single egg that's just kind of the lone egg. Which one of these do you think came first? Just saying. Okay. And then I also stamped and colored the sign. And we may stamp something on that, I'm not sure. And then using... Where'd it go? Using the Pretty Playful Slimline, I wanted to have some decor with these flowers. And so this is a little pre-planned. That's why I don't have a ton of stuff. I actually have a whole stack of things over in my workspace that I cut. And these are the ones I think I'm going to end up using. But I did these with I used the flower die here, this one. I used this flower die here, which is right here. Where's the other one? Oh no, I don't have it over here. I did cut with them. I just didn't end up using it. So I don't have that one in here. What I have is this one here, which actually looks like little hearts on the end. I have that one. That's what this one is. And then this one right here was actually cut with this larger die that's on the outside that creates is it that one? Oh, it's the inside piece. So it's not this one. It's kind of hard to see in here, but we've got 1, 2, 3 dies in here. So it's the one that's in the center cuts this. It's not that big scallop on the outside. It's this one, okay? So that's what all of these are from. Oh, and then this circle here was actually cut from the pink little flower that I cut with that one. So I thought it would be fun to see if I could fit those in as accents. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of push all these out of the way because we don't need them right now. All right. Oh, I'm so nervous about getting anything on my glass thing here. What can you say what size card the slimline die makes? Absolutely. All of our slimlines are going to make the same size. It's going to be 3 1/4 wide by 8 1/4 long. All right. Now there are slight variations from company to company. I like the size of ours. It's why I went with it. I didn't want anything that was going to be too wide, and I didn't want anything that was going to be too long. And I think this size works beautifully because it allows you to, your slim lines are always going to be toppers. So it allows you to mount it really nicely on a slightly larger card base or backer card, so that you can get layering without your card getting really huge and really, really wide. So that's why I chose that 3 1/4 by 8 1/4 size. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of blending because I want to create a beautiful background for these guys. And then Mr. Hunt he doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be doing a little bit of die cutting. Yeah. He might be. Let me see. I'm not sure if he's going to die cut or if, depending on how the time goes. Through the magic of, video, he may not have to. So these are my 3 colors that I pulled to do some blending. This one is Marina Madness, my favorite sky blue. We've got Bally Blue, which is turning out to be my second favorite. These two work just gorgeous together. And then this one is La La Lavender, really, really pretty purple. And I almost just did the blue in the sky, but I thought, it's an Easter card. Let's bring in some of that purple because I thought that would look really, really great with the little guys, little characters and stuff that I colored up. So I've got my 3 brushes here. And so per usual, I'm going to start light and then go to dark. Trina is saying, would you consider carrying sleeves to store your stamps and dies? That's a good question. I'm assuming, well, I guess here's a question back for you, Trina. Would you want something that was just a sleeve that you could, stack one behind the other, or would you want something that had maybe holes in it with and little, binder type thing? So let me know what you think, what your answer is to that. And everybody can comment on that. I'd love to know what everybody thinks on that. I would probably have to have some different sizes of sleeves for those of us like me. I like to have my packaging with it. So that's another question, Trina. Do you like to store your packaging with it? All right, so I'm going to start off with Marina Madness. And this piece right here, I want to show you. This is my Strathmore Bristol smooth surface. Whenever I'm doing ink blending, this is what I'm using, all right? And I want to show you too, if I line this up, it is larger. Oops, let's go this way. You can see it's longer than my slimline die. It's also wider than my slimline die, all right? So I happen to have my slimline die right here. Notice how that fits, all right? So I'm just going to go ahead and ink blend this entire card base. And then we're going to cut it, all right? So I'm going to start off with Marina Madness. I always go off a little bit, and then I bring my color up and in. I always go off a little bit just, because oftentimes that you know, when you first bring it from your ink pad, the color can be a little bit harsh because it hasn't gotten really smooth and blended into that brush a little bit first. So let's see. Look how beautiful that is. I love this paper. I love the inks on this paper. It is just wonderful. Look how gorgeous that is. This Marina Madness, I'm brushing this very, very light because, and that's what, I don't want to get really intense color, and I don't want like splotches of color. So I'm doing it really light so that it makes it nice and easy to blend it really beautifully without going super, super dark. All right, I'm going to bring that up just a little bit. There we go. Get my corners and up and around. Right up into that center a little bit. All right, so that one is Marina Madness. Shannon Hayes is asking, are any of our design team samples online for the HSN products?
They're with the products on HSN, yeah. They're on the HSN site.
Shannon Hayes. Well, I don't understand. Are any of
the design team?
Are any of the design team samples online for the HSN products? Yes. If you go, like, is HSN showing any of the design team samples? Is that the question?
Yeah, some of them have them.
Yes, some of them have them. I actually send a lot more than they show. They only show, I think, up to 5. I usually send like up to like, I don't know, I think I send like 12, 10 or 12. But yeah, if you look at the pictures, if you go to the product page, so do a search on Little Darlings. They list everything on HSN under Little Darlings, not LDRS. So search Little Darlings, or you can search, you know, Pretty Playful, Slimline, or something like that. But I would search Little Darlings, and you're going to see all of our products there. And then when you click on that product, on that entry, ooh, I've got a little scratch on my paper. I got a cut on my paper. That's what that is. Uh-oh. Well, that's not going to look right. Well, that's all right. This isn't going to be the one that I use anyway. We'll just decide that. We'll go with the one that I already did. I might be able to, you know what, I could, I don't think I could cover that up based on the direction that I'm doing this. Anyway. So I'm doing Bally Blue now. I switched to Bally Blue. So this mark that you're seeing here is not from the blending. That's actually on the paper. See how much brighter this one gets? And I'm blending it down just a little bit into the Marina Madness. So we're going to set that aside now. Now we're going to go with that beautiful Lala Lavender. I love lavender. My bedroom used to actually be a beautiful lavender color when I was a kid. Let's see. So I go off the page a little bit and then come right up on. You really load that up with a lot of color. There we go. And look how gorgeous as that starts to combine with that Bally Blue. So pretty. It almost creates like a midnight blue, just a little bit of a hint of that. I think it's really nice, really pretty. Now I'm not worried about this being so purple on the ends because, or on that edge, because I'm actually going to be cutting some of that off. Not going to be using it. So you'll see what I mean in a moment. So I'm just going to bring this around, darken that a little bit. Come right into that Bally Blue just a bit, just to create that stunning, stunning look. Isn't that pretty? I think it's gorgeous. I love it. Blend that just a little bit more in the center, just to kind of incorporate the colors a bit. There we go. Almost hides that mark on the paper a little. Okay. So next up, Alan, you know what I forgot to grab? Uh-oh. Can you do me a favor, Alan?
Sure.
Because I can't reach it. I left my green paper over there. I don't think I included it here. I forgot it. You're going to have to somehow walk in front of the camera or something. It's down. It's over there. You're going to see my husband's back in a moment.
No, you're on the overhead.
Oh, I'm on the overhead. Perfect. I forgot. See that green paper right in the front there?
This?
Yep, that's the one I need. Just that one. Nope, nope, honey, the one that I said. Yep.
But this one's not.
I don't need an assortment. I just need the one that I asked for.
I don't know how you could do anything. Whoop.
Uh-oh, what'd you do? Did you make everybody sick? You hit the camera?
No, I put a hole in my bag.
Okay, so here we go. This is our beautiful blended background. Now, I want to show you what I did. Alan, I'm going to need the plates for your die cutting.
I believe we call that the sandwich.
The sandwich? Okay, so if you'll notice, this is a little bit shorter than the card that I blended on, but it doesn't matter because it's actually still going to be longer than the die. All right, so we're still good there. But here's what I did. I want to show you this, and Alan's going to do a little bit of die cutting for me. I need to cut this because this is going to be too wide. There we go. I just need a thin little piece, like so. And this grass die is just so pretty and versatile. It's not long enough, so I'm going to make it fit. I'm going to tape it on here. And I'm going to do this kind of up toward the top. And I'm going to create a little hill here, and then I'm going to come back in that other direction. All right, just tape that on there. Here you go, Alan. You could do me a favor and die cut that, and then we'll do one more. Sorry, I know this part isn't exciting. If we could hand crank it, that would be faster.
It would be.
Do 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 do. All right, thank you. So there is one. There you go. Arr. Please tell me I'm not going to tear it with this tape.
Is that the back side or the front side?
Oh, seriously. It only tore the top part. I'm going to move this very slowly.
Pull straight up.
No, I'm just going really slowly because I don't want it to tear. Whew. Okay, we're good, folks. All right, so notice it didn't cut this edge, but it cut that edge, and that's all right because I don't want it to go all the way through. This is what I want to do is right here. I'm going to tape this side here, but I'm not going to tape over the paper this time. Some papers are much better than others when it comes to tape. I'm going to tape this down like that.
Maybe it's some crafters are better at taping.
Yeah, I'm sure that happened because I did a poor job taping the tape to the paper. It's the way I laid the tape on the paper. Yes. Is that what you're saying, Alan? Okay, yes, I'm sure that was it. I'm sure that was it because everything has got to be my fault, right? God. In our house, everything is my fault, and I make sure everything is his idea. That's how we keep everything working here in the household.
I think they know what the real score is.
Yeah, right. I'm sure. They're all nodding and going, yep, my house too. My house too.
The score is.
Yeah.
Bingo. Who the nice guy is here?
I didn't say you weren't a nice guy. I'm sure they think you're a nice guy. You are a very nice guy. And you're a very smart guy. I'm just smarter. I'm just smart enough to let you think it's your idea. No matter what, all the time. I'm just kidding, everybody.
Yeah. Give me my things.
There you go. Okay. So here's what I would do. This is how I did it. So this, if I show you this, this was my plan. And I'm so glad it worked because I was very excited about it. What I wanted to do, all right, with this die, we have all this beautiful detail. And I didn't want to cover up that gorgeous, gorgeous detail. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, I could put the grass on here, but still see the lovely, you know, it's such a beautiful floral detail. It wraps right around the corner. And look at the corner of that. It's just so pretty. And excuse me, I also felt that if I just laid the grass, you know, down on here, I was going to cover up that beautiful trim on that corner. And I didn't want to do that either. So let me show you how I did it. Went ahead and taped this grassy piece to my the base where I have my beautiful background all blended. And then I taped this over it just like this. I went up a little bit higher with this one then. Actually, I'm going to go up here. Let's go up here. That way the grass won't be too high. And then I taped it, and then I ran it through the die cutting machine. And then it came up with this. Isn't that pretty? I think it's so pretty. And it actually cut through a couple of pieces. Now, yes, you're going to say, but how come it's kind of, you know, well, it's a little bit wobbly because you have to have, you know, it's a really tight sandwich when you're cutting through multiple layers. So that's why it looks like that. And I'm just going to lay that down with, you know, some foam or some tape. But it looks so pretty. And then this way I don't lose that gorgeous detail. It goes right through it, and I didn't lose my corner. And it just looks like that grass is a part of the stunning background. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I think it's really nice. So Wendy is saying, I love how you colored the wood sign. Would you be able to do one online sometime? Absolutely. I could do that really quickly right now. That little wood sign, I can do that. Let me get one stamped. That doesn't take long. Let me get a little piece of paper cut here. Alan, I need you to hand me some Copics.
Oh, great. Can you point so it's more fun?
You're going to work with you're going to look in the E's. That's all the brown colors. E is for earth tone. E is for endless supply of Copics that you're looking at. Yeah. I want an E, you might want to write these down, people. I want an E30.
Now this is what you want to buy, or this is what you want for
just
me?
Grab an E30 for me. Okay. Give me an E31, go up to the top, 31 and then 33. Give me an E43 and 44. They're right next to the 31s and 33s.
Yeah. If you knew that, why didn't you get them yourself? Well,
because I didn't know I was going to be coloring. This is an impromptu. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this stamped. I'm going to stamp it off to the side just a little bit so that I can use the rest of the space for something else later. Another time.
Did you mention what paper you're using for blending?
Oh, for blending, I did. The paper I used for blending is, hold on. All right, I'm going to have a lot to tell you here, so let me show you. The paper I used for blending is Strathmore Bristol Smooth Surface. We do have this in the store. They sell it elsewhere as well. We've got a really good price on it. This is fantastic for blending. Now, I'm stamping with my Neenah Classic Crest what is the white called again? Something white. I can't remember what it's called. But we also have that in the store as well. And I'm using my Stampendable. Now this Stampendable you're not going to find in our store. This is a brand new tool that we literally are we're waiting for them to arrive. We don't have it in our store, but a lot of retail stores have this up for pre-order. So I encourage you, again, go to our website, go to the About Us, and look. There's a whole list of retail stores there. There's links to their websites and stuff. Several of them do have this up for pre-order. This is really going to help you transfer even pressure when you're stamping. So I tell people this all the time. I'm a knuckle cracker. And I've been cracking my knuckles since I was like 11, and I'm not bragging. I'm more sorry than ever that I didn't listen to my mother. But anyway, so my hands get tired and my hands get weak. I don't make a claim that this is ergonomic, but I will tell you that it has made it much easier for me. There's a little handle that you can hold on to here, and it doesn't take a lot to hold on to that. You can also hold on with a wider grip if you'd like. We've got about a 1/4 inch of a nice firm foam pad or felt pad on the bottom of it. Not foam, it is felt. And this makes it really easy. When I'm pressing like this, not only do my hands get tired, but I get spotty stamping where I might get on the edges. It's better, not so much in the center or whatever. This makes it easy to hold, and I can transfer even pressure to my stamp when I'm stamping. So that's what that is. People have been asking what it is and where do you find it. Again, go to our store locator. There's several stores that have it up for pre-order. You're going to be able to find it. There we go. And look how beautifully every time. It's gorgeous. Now, keep in mind too, I have stamped with this stamp before. If you have a fresh stamp, you're going to need to condition it by stamping it once or twice. Your first stamp or two with a new stamp is not going to be perfect. They just never are. With the photopolymer or really with any stamp, you really need to kind of condition it a bit. So I'm going to let this dry for a moment. What's up, Alan?
Nothing. I'm just checking to see if it's in focus.
Oh.
To see either
All right. What time is it? How are we doing? 7:32. Okay. I want to make sure we have enough time. We could go over because I'm going to be doing this. So, all right, so I stamped that with Raven. This is a hybrid ink. So it takes a moment to dry. It's got mixed qualities between a dye and a, oh, for goodness sake, between a dye and a pigment ink. I'm losing words. But this is going to work whether you want to use it with watercolor paints or if you want to use it with, your alcohol markers or pencils or stamping on glossy surfaces and so on and so forth. So many different uses. It's a wonderful, just grab this ink and go kind of ink. So the question was coloring this, this little sign. Now, these are the colors I like to, these are usually my go-to colors when I'm going to color wood. And I do this very quickly. I'm not trying to expert color. I just want it to be, I don't necessarily want it to look real. I just want it to look kind of wood-like. So E30, 31, 33, 43, and 44. These right here, the 30, 31, and 33, those are a little more of, they almost have like these two especially, the 31 and 33 have a little bit of a caramel to it. E30 has a little bit of a caramel, but it's very, very light. Kind of, I don't want to say eggshell because it does have a little bit of yellow in it. And then 43 and 44, those kind of get a little bit of a gray in them. They start to get a little bit smokier and a little bit darker, and I love those colors when it comes to wood. So I tend to go light to dark. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give this an all-over coating of color. I'm going to start with E30. And I'm just going to kind of start to apply some of it in streaks, just like so. This is how I do it anyway. This is not necessarily the right way. It's just the way I do it. So I just kind of pop some color down so I have a little bit of a base. I do tend to leave a little bit of white space in there because I want to have some highlights as we go. So the next one up is going to be E31. And I'm just going to kind of start to map this out a little bit. Just kind of put some strokes in here. I'm not necessarily going over the same spots that I did, but this is just kind of darkening those areas up a little bit. Tiny little bit at the bottom, a little bit up at the top here. Just kind of some streaks, thinking a little bit about where the light source is. You know, the light's going to be coming from the center. In my picture, the light's kind of coming from the center up top a little bit maybe. So I'm keeping a little bit of a brighter area there. So that's 3-1. Now I'm going to move up to 3-3, and you're going to see this kind of start to get a little more along the lines of caramel. And I just kind of pull it in from either side a little bit. What, Alan?
Are these brush or bullet nib, or neither?
This is a brush nib. I always use the brush nib. There we go. That's why it's that fatter, longer nib. And it's soft. If I go like this, you'll see how soft it is. See how soft that is? It's nice. Now we're going to start to warm this up. So I have that kind of rich caramel color. So now I go up to a 43. And this is where I'm going to be a little more careful with the color. And I'm going to start pulling some of that color in to those lighter areas. So you're going to start to see a little bit of a combination of color. Now, see how that warms it up a little bit? Just a little bit so far. And now the darkest one is 44. Now this is where I start to be a little more thoughtful with what I do, because I don't want a lot of this. Just kind of warm that up a bit. A few little strokes into the center. And now I'm going to work my way down. So now I have the 31 again. I still have a lot of that 33 showing, so I'm not too worried about that. But I've got that 31 again, just to kind of bring some of that color back in, because we're not seeing it as much. A little bit into the center here. There we go. And now I've got my 3-0, and I'm going to go over those white spots. This is where I start to kind of blend it just a little bit. Not 31. I'm going to come in with a 43, and I just kind of play with the colors a little bit. What am I missing? Okay. This is my 43. And then I want to really hit it well and nice and dark on some of these ends, but gently with my 44. Keeping some of those streaks in there, but really marking off some of those deeper, darker areas. Just to make them stand out a little bit. Put some of those strokes back into the center, where we might be missing some. And that's basically what I do with it. I take one of these up the center a little. There we go. But that's basically where I go with it. I went a little bit darker for you guys than I normally do, just because I can't always tell how it's going to look on the camera. It always looks a little bit lighter on camera, but it's kind of hard to tell how it's going to look for you guys. But that's basically what I do with it. So where's the first one that I did? This one's a little bit lighter. There's the first one. All right. So hopefully that was what you were looking for. Okay, so next up, I'm going to start planning this out. Actually, let me use these. I'm going to start planning this out a little bit. I think what I'm going to do, I want to see how big these letters are going to be. Where are we on time? Okay. Ow. Let's see how these letters are going to be. What I'm planning on doing is putting the E here. This is the E for Easter. And that looks pretty doggone big. All right, so my thinking is that I'm going to have these guys. I wanted to put like happy over here on the sign. Put my little bunny in here and stuff. I don't know, see what we're going to fit in and where. Him there.
Can you hide some eggs in the grass?
Him there. I don't know, I'm just laying these things on here just for composition, just to see where things are going to be. And these are all going to be up on foam, and what I'm thinking, I think it's going to be too much if I have that up on foam too. If I have the letters. So this is what I was wondering, was I going to use the dies or the stamps? And I think I'm going to opt for the stamps. So that way the word Easter is going to be pushed into the background and my characters will be the only thing, because I have a lot of characters. So we're going to go ahead and set up and stamp Easter in the background. Oops. Well, that didn't work, did it?
Cut it out.
Huh? No, I don't feel like cutting it out.
Huh. Just saying, you could put it on the background and cut it out.
Let's go like that. I need another magnet. Let's get another magnet here. No, I could. You're right. I could put it on the background there and cut it out, and then, but then I don't want them to be white. So if I cut it out of here and I put it on a white card, the word is going to be white, and I want the word in black. I could cut it out and then pop those letters up over the areas where I cut them out, but then again, they're on foam, which is what I don't want. So I'm going to stamp them in black. Now, these are solid stamps. This is going to be the first time stamping with any of these. I'm going to combine the uppercase and the lowercase. Let's see where we're going to be with this. So I need the E. Boy, I'm going to hope and pray that I make these straight. Goodness, let's do it this way instead. I think this way is, I'm going to lay them on here first, because I need to be able to see the ends, the sides, so that I can make sure I'm somewhat centered. Let's see. S, R. Oh goodness, where's the T? Ah, here it is. E, A, here's the A. Oh, and lucky me, I chose a word that only has one of each letter. All right, let me get the E out of here. All right. I'm not going to stamp all these once, but I am going to lay them out so that I know where I want them to be. Oh, how about if I get the letters in the right order? A, S. Actually, I might do them all at once. Let's see. Ah, they're sticking to me. E, A. I think I'm going to stamp them one at a time so I can make sure I place them exactly where I want them. A, S, T, E, R. And that is so not centered. So Let's move that over. Plus I had that little bit of a buckle in my card, so I'm not sure how that's going to affect it. Oof. Boy, I hope that's going to be okay. I might stamp them all at once. Let's see how this works. We'll try it. We'll go for it. Worst case, I mess up live on camera and then you get to see me mess up. Right? I think that looks pretty good. Still seems a little close to this side though, especially since my E doesn't start here. That's just where the edge of the stamp is. We got to think about that too, right? So let me move these over. Is my head in the camera? I always hate when my head's in the camera. T, E, R. Where are those lining up? Right here? I think it's pretty good. I don't know if it's perfect, but I'm not going to take the time to make sure right now. So, oh, my magnets are sticking together. I'm going to put this down here and this one here. I'm going to straighten out my R, and then this is literally, seriously going to be a wing and a prayer for me right now. Let's see if this works.
Good luck with that.
All right, now keep in mind, this is the, I know I'm not stamping yet, I'm just making sure it's all pressed down. All right, keep in mind, this is the first time I'm stamping with any of these stamps. They're brand new, so even with the stamping tool, I'm probably going to have to stamp these a couple of times. Get that nice and flat. As flat as I can. Looks like everything is all right. Let's see if I can do this while breathing. Get this inked up. I might hold my breath through it. See if I can get a really good amount of ink on there. All right, cross your fingers. Oh, please, I hope this is lined up all right. Ooh, my E didn't do well. I gotta move this thing out of here. I think the magnet's too tall. All right, try that again. So my E didn't touch down, and I think it's because I had my magnet right up against the edge. Let's see. All right, that one's better. I'm still missing a little spot. Let's do this. Get that baby away from the edge. I'm missing that little tip right there. Let me make sure I get it with ink. This is what happens when, this is another thing too, when you're stamping a lot of stamps at one time. It's not always the best way to do it. There we go, much better. Gorgeous. Wow. Huh? Please tell me I spelled it right. E-A-S-T-E-R. Okay, I think that's right. Tell me if I spelled it wrong, right? That's right, isn't it? Yeah, you have those moments where you go, I don't know, something looks off.
It's not like you produced stamp sets with misspellings or anything.
We did that before.
I think twice.
Yeah, we've actually had a misspelling on a stamp set before, a long time ago, but we did it.
Wow.
Well, no, we had it on a package recently. We had a misspelling on a package that didn't get corrected.
What's that?
Let's not tell everybody what it was, okay? We don't need to go down that route. All right, so put the E away. What? Inquiring minds want to know. Nah, that's okay. Everybody grab your stamps and try and figure it out. If you want to know where the mistake is, buy all the stamps and see if you can figure it out. I'm kidding. Oh, I'm kidding. You know I'm kidding. There we go. You know, we could make a little game out of that, you know, like just randomly have purposely put misspellings, not on the products, but on the packaging. And like the first customer to let us know they found it, get something special or something like that.
Remember that?
It wouldn't be on the product itself, just on the packaging. That could be a fun little game.
That could be, yeah.
Or put little pictures, extra little clues, or we could give clues and just have extra little things on the packaging and see if people find it.
Where's Waldo?
Yeah, kind of.
I think I mentioned something like that.
That could be fun. No, that was when we were doing Creativation. You were coming up with some fun things. Fun things that we never did. Okay, so here's the word Easter, which I think is pretty centered. It's okay, not bad. Not bad. You can see I went into the stitching there a little bit. That's why the top of it looks a little funky right there. I went into the stitching because there's stitching on that the die creates. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this baby put together. Let's see, here is my card base. And then this is actually going to go right on top here, just like that. No extra layering or anything. Ooh, that's still wet. Oh boy. Got a lot of ink on that. I'm going to let that dry while I put these pieces together. I'm glad I didn't smear the letters or something. That would have been really bad. I would have been upset. Okay, so let's play with these guys and see where they're going to go. I think I wanted to stamp something. Should I stamp something on here? Like maybe, where's the stamp? I could put happy on there. Or I could, oh, Easter, I could put egg hunt on there. I wonder if egg hunt will fit. That could be really cute too, egg hunt. Eventually we're going to get this card put together. If Stephanie's watching, she's rolling her eyes going, Ange, put this, get it together. We're going to go over. I'm just going to tell you right now, we're going to go over. It's just going to happen. All right, so let me put this like this. And I've got egg hunt in my hand. I'm going to stamp egg hunt on the sign. There we go. Look how cute. Very cute. A little dark. It's on something dark. You can see it better. Can you see it if I go like that? No, it won't focus that close up. We'd have to zoom it. I can see it. All right, I'll put all this away later. We won't waste time on that. Okay. So next up, what do I like to put on the backs of all of my characters? Foam. I love to have dimension on all of these things. I also want to, this is what I'm going to do with these. These flowers here, I'm going to use them as leaves. So I'm actually going to layer these up because I thought that those colors would be really pretty together. So, what?
Foam.
Foam?
Foam is the recommendation.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and get some adhesive on here. Layer these babies up. There we go. There's one. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Pretty, pretty. What?
I'm trying to think of where I saw that green paper before.
Oh, it's from the paper pack. Go get the paper pack. I can show everybody. I forgot.
It's the one I used for your card, but
yeah, but it's from the paper pack, the new paper pack in the spring kit or on spring kit. It's right over there, honey. It's the slimline. We actually have it in slimline and 6x6. It's the new pastel patterns. Ooh, I'm getting it on my new glass mat. Oh, this is great. Lovely. I just got tape all over my new glass mat. Ah.
you know what? It's supposed to be.
Oh, I'm sure it'll come off of there. I just don't want it on there right now.
I have no idea where the 4x9 is at.
It's right there. It's in that stack of stuff over there.
There's two 6x6.
It's over there. Just keep looking. You'll find it. Do I have it over here?
If you hear a big crash,
All right, so I've got my foam. I'm going to start putting foam on all of these pieces. I'm not going to put it on my little leaves. I'm going to get it on my characters. Let's see. And I do want it in the middle of this little floral piece. That's going to be popped up. And my little chicks.
I don't know how complete that is.
But that's all right. This is the paper pack. It's got a red marker on it, but this is my working set. This is the pastel patterns. We have it in both slimline. These are 4x9, and we also have this in 6x6, and that's what I'm using. That's what this particular one, this little green, is from that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Perfect for spring and summer.
Fall and winter.
I love them. I think they're really pretty. Let's see. A little bit of foam on each of these. I'm going to need a little piece on this one here. Just like so. That should work. Keep my excess on the side. And now we're going to start building. All right, so here is my thinking. I better put this on here so I know where my boundaries are. Uh-oh. Something's weird, honey.
There's a question on the papers.
All right, hold on. This thing's not working right. Let's see if I can get one more out of it. Nope, it's just a mess. I shouldn't have tried another one.
And the paper's single or double?
The papers are single-sided.
Oh, look at this.
I know, I really made it worse when I did it again. That was just really bad of me, but...
Yeah, you wanted to get one more out of it.
I did. I didn't want to have to wait. I was impatient.
Yep.
Patience is a virtue.
It is.
Not one of mine, apparently. I'm going to lay this down over here and smooth this out. There we go. Just want to make contact underneath there, but I don't want to rub over the word Easter in case it's not completely dry. There we go. Get that laid out there nicely. Okay. Look how pretty that is. Ah, I love it. I'm going to lay it like this so that I can put things together. So I kind of want to go a little bit like this. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's do that. there's the one. There's the other. Try not to go too far off the edge. Got a beautiful flower in there. Let me move this over a little bit. Do it this way. There we go. And then I can have this gorgeous little center. This is the center of another little floral piece that I cut. Isn't that cute? I love it. I love it. So here's my little sign. And that's just going to go here. Easter egg hunt. Really cute. Better lay these out. This I'm going to put, I think, in the center, like that. I think that works out. So then he can be here. Put him up a little bit higher. Does that work? I can put him up over that a little bit. I could have this little chick over here and then have him on here. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to have him up over here. This little chick. I don't know if I'm going to have room for that other little egg, but he's going to look like he's checking out those eggs there. That little bunny hopping. So cute. He can be sitting there in the grass. I don't know if I have room for this one. I mean, I guess I technically could put it like here, but do I need it? I'm not sure I need it. That might be a little much. I kind of like it like that. I'm going to leave this other egg off. I don't think I need it. I think it's too much. All right. We didn't go too far over. It's only 8:03. I need to score that down again. But look how pretty. Yay! Easter egg hunt. I think it's pretty. I like it. I like it. I actually really like it a lot. So I hope you guys like it too. Yay! All right, I think that we are done. Yay! I keep saying yay. I'm really pleased it turned out.
I'm glad we're done.
You want to switch, Alan? You want to switch the camera? There we go.
How's that?
Yay! I am so happy that that turned out. It's a little far away, that camera is. That one's a little far away. But I like it. Okay. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. Let's see, we should do a giveaway.
Oh. Ouch.
You know what I think I'm going to give away?
What?
Ooh. We're going to do a big giveaway today. We're going to give away both the uppercase and the lowercase alpha set. Yay. And we did these. This is what I used on this set. So, Alan, do we have? Ah! IB Elf, Elizabeth, you won these. Yay! I hope you don't have them already. Oh, that is so awesome. Yay! You win both the alpha sets, upper and lowercase. We do already have your address because you order a lot of stuff from us.
Today.
But if you want to go ahead and send me send us a message at customer service at ldrscreative.com. That would be perfectly fine. Yay! We will get these in the mail for you. Congratulations! Very exciting. So thank you everybody so much. I hope I didn't bore you today. I know that there were times when it was a little bit slow, so I hope I didn't bore you today. I really appreciate you guys being here. I had fun and I love this card. I really love these stamps. I love the dies. I love everything. They're just so much fun. And I love the way everything goes together. And we even used it with the beautiful, beautiful die set, Pretty Playful, from that we have on HSN right now. It's still available if you don't have it. If you do have it and you're just getting it in, then look what you can make. Yay! Exciting. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. I wish you guys a wonderful weekend. We will be back here on Tuesday with more crafting fun. Bye for now. Have a good night. Oh, I have to do that, not you.